want to give everybody a rundown of our street legal ATV harness, its construction, and the ease of installation on this. We're going to start like at what would be the front of the vehicle. Your kit is going to come with the handlebar mounted switch to control your turn signals and your horn, as well as an accessory output, which I'll highlight later. The harness has a built-in LED flasher relay that's serviceable. It's covered under warranty. This plug right here will plug straight into the handlebar mounted switch. Over here is the left and right front turn signal output. So these, for you Yamaha guys, will plug into the Raptor headlights and operate both daytime running lights and your left and right turn signal. Over here we have the horn. This is a automotive grade aftermarket horn replacement for Mercedes-Benz and Audi. It is a 2-pin pluggable horn, has power and ground in one connector. You can mount this stud either through your frame and tighten the bolt, or it comes with a mounting bracket that you can mount on your vehicle. This is the horn relay, gives the horn direct power from your battery rather than through the handlebar mounted switch. This is the front accessory output. When you press the top button on your handlebar mounted switch, it'll give 12-volt power to this output at the front of the vehicle, if you'd like light bar or accent lighting. You're gonna then run this length of cable underneath your gas tank, strap it to your frame, and towards the back of the vehicle, you're gonna have your ground connection. You can connect to the battery or any other sufficient ground, and then you're going to have your power connection. These are the only connections you're going to make to the bike. On some vehicles that have a fuse box, we include this inline fuse adapter where you could take your existing lighting fuse out, plug this in, and then you'll have a fuse circuit. Also included in the kit is this inline fused direct to battery hookup. This is more for the universal applications if you don't have a fuse box. And if you're using, again, on literally any application with a 12-volt battery. That'll obviously give you continuous power. Included in this harness is an on-off kill switch. That kills the power to all the lighting on the vehicle with one switch, and it'll turn the system on and off if needed. The last remaining connection on the street legal harness is the rear output. Some people don't use this right away. They're only concerned with the front, maybe for trail riding, things like that. But this is the rear turn signal output. Right here, you'll see a familiar orange wire with a bullet connector. That is the rear auxiliary output. This is 12 volts. When you use the handlebar mounted switch, push button, you'll have on and off 12 volts at this connector. To expand the rear turn signals, you would purchase Harn 6, which gives you turn signal output to the rear of the vehicle. It's left and right turn plug, and left and right turn signals, as well as running lights for rear turn signals. Those will connect into the rear of your harness and have running light and left and right turn signal. What we're going to use today on the bike we're going to install is our RestoQuad turn signal adapters. Included is a M6 bolt, which will thread right into any body mounted mounting tab on your bike, and then you can mount the turn signals on that. Up front, if you have our headlights, you could plug these two outputs straight into the headlight. But if you choose to run front turn signals in a universal application, harness 10 will allow you to do that. You will plug these into our turn signal outputs, and then you will have front turn signal, running light, daytime running light, and turn signal.